times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats?
Oh, God. Good morning, baseball fans, and welcome back to Groton, South Dakota, Lock Cars Field. I am Pat Krause, bringing you 2024 edition of the Junior American Legion Class B State Tournament. Day 1 in the books, ready to start here. Day number 2, game number 5 overall. First game today is going to see Warner Ipswich Northwestern taking on Clark. We'll get to the starting lineups there here in just a bit. But before we get to that, I'll do a little recap of day number 1. Yesterday we had 4 games played starting at 10 o'clock. In our first ball game, this Wynn team was defeated by Beersford 6-4, advancing Beersford into the championship side of the bracket. In game number 2 yesterday, we saw winner Colome defeat Clark Willow Lake. The first game with Beersford and Wynn was a pretty well played game. We saw some good pitching and some good hitting, good timely hitting by Beersford. Wynn jumped out to a lead here, scored 3 runs in the third inning, and Beersford just kind of clawed their way back into it. Got 1 here and 1 there, and then in the 6th and 7th, got two apiece, and that was the difference in the game. And they were able to defeat Wynn 6-4. Nice pitching outing for Logan Fishback for Wynn. He did go the distance. It threw 104 pitches, so the max is 105, but he will be done pitching for the rest of the tournament. And Braden Kroll came in and finished it up for him and only threw 11 pitches, so he'll be good to go for the rest of the tournament if they need him. But with the loss, Wynn drops down to this game today. In that second game, winner Colome was pretty much in control the entire game. Clark Clark scored first in the first inning, in the bottom of the first, but was unable to scratch anything across till late in the game. Great pitching outing by Aiden Schroeder for Winter. He threw 98 pitches and had a complete game, so something you don't see very often, but a very well-pitched game. He just did his thing through strikes and was able to get Clark to get themselves out. He wasn't an overpowering pitcher, not a lot of strikeouts, but able to force Clark into putting the ball in play and getting themselves out. In the second half of the day, Lennox defeated Faulkton pretty easily, 12-2. I think looking on paper, Lennox is probably one of the teams to beat this weekend, and they showed it, taking care of Lennox in a 10-run shortened game, 5-inning game there with Faulkton. And in our nightcap, in our final game of the day, we saw Martin defeat Groton, the host team, 10-4. Martin again showed, just like Lennox, they're probably one of the tougher teams in this tournament, and are a force to be reckoned with. They hit the ball well, they threw strikes, made some defensive plays, just did the little things really well, and that's what advanced them into the winner's bracket today. So set the schedule for today. Our first game today will be Wynn taking on Clark. Clark will be the home team on the scoreboard. Wynn will be the visitors. 30 minutes following this game, we'll have our second elimination game with Faulkton and Groton. And then 30 minutes after that, we'll get into our winner side of the bracket, where Beersford and Winter Colome will take on each other to determine who gets to play for a championship tomorrow afternoon, evening. And our second and our final game of the day, our second semifinal game, will be Lennox taking on Martin, which could be tabbed as a pretty competitive game. Again, a lot of those Rissy kids for Martin, good ball players, good family of ball players out there. But Lennox themselves has a lot of talent on their team, so that should be tabbed as a pretty good competitive game. But we'll get to there eventually, and we'll start today with our first elimination game with Clark and Wynn. We'll go through starting lineups here for Wynn. Again, they will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Leading off and playing center field will be Drew Bakeberg. Chase Mansfield's doing the catching, batting second. Alec Mickelson at shortstop's batting third. Mac Hines is in left field, batting fourth. Logan Fishback is at first base, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Lincoln Kroll playing third base. Noah Bakeberg doing the pitching, batting seventh and batting eighth. Braden Kroll is in right field, and Beckett Halverson is at second base, batting ninth. Coaches for Wynn are Jeremiah Maxfield and Chris Fishback. For Clark, the home team on the scoreboard, leading off playing third base, Cooper Palmer. Kai Vandersnick's in right field, batting second. Batting third, Jacob Steen, he is doing the catching. Michael Severson's at first base, batting fourth. Watson Grantham at shortstop, and he's batting fifth. Batting sixth is Josh Canigator. He's doing the pitching. Damian Severson's in center field, and he is playing, he's batting seventh. Batting eighth is Will Hovde. He's in left field, and Logan Labrie is at second base, batting ninth. Chris Popkinski is coach for Clark. I'll get the other names here. He's one of the coaches. I think there's a Hudson Fuller, Trey Huber, Brock Greenfield, and once again listed as one of the coaches is the legendary Fred Obermeyer. Our umpires here this morning, as they're going through the Wynn starting lineups right now. Looks like we've got Ace Boucher behind the plate, Dalton Locke at third base, and Matt Rohrbach at first base. Again, we'll be here for 4 games. If you haven't been tuning in, I encourage you to do so, as we'll have all 4 games today and 3 games tomorrow right here on the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube page. Again, want to extend a few thank yous here while we have some time. As you're watching the stream throughout the days and today and tomorrow, or whenever you are able to watch, along the bottom scroll there, you see names and businesses and so forth of people who are sponsoring this live stream, and I want to extend a huge thank you to them, as without them this isn't possible. And of course, one of the biggest thank yous, as always, whenever we host a tournament, goes out to the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation, the board members and volunteers. Without them, this doesn't happen. There are a lot of work and planning goes into running tournaments like this, and I think we have a group of people in place that take pride in doing a good job and making this happen. So Right now we'll have the Legion Code of Sportsmanship, so we'll stay right here as that is read to the players before we do our national anthem. And now we'll keep it here as we play the national anthem. And that was our Code of Sportsmanship by the Legion Athletic Commissioners, as well as our national anthem. We are set for our first game of the day. We will set the defense for Clark here as they take the field, getting ourselves ready for baseball action. Again, 4 games today. These first 2 games are elimination games where teams that lose will be done for the tournament. Teams that win will move in for the 5th and 6th place matchup tomorrow at around 12:30, I believe, is the first game tomorrow. And then again, like I said, we'll have our semifinal matchups later this afternoon and into the evening. So we had a nice full day of baseball yesterday. Going to have another full day today. The weather is beautiful. If you're able to come on out, I encourage you to do so. We're going to have temperatures in the upper 60s, mid 70s. Doesn't look like much wind right now, and I don't think it's supposed to get any worse. So again, if you're able to come on out, spend a day here at the ballpark, I encourage you to do so. Again, going back to our Groton Baseball Softball Foundation and the work they do, a lot of fundraisers has been done over the last few years to do some improvements out here at the field. We've had new dugouts in the last few years, new shade structures out here around all 3 fields. Just a lot of facelifts too, a lot of cosmetic upkeep, with the ultimate goal here to be putting in a new concession stand and bathroom structure. Hopefully, have that starting the construction not this fall, but in a year in the fall. So, hopefully, able to make that happen as that would make a huge improvement to our facility out here. And Clark has taken the field here, and we'll run through the defensive alignment here for Clark. In the outfield, left to right, Will Hubdy in left, Damian Severson in center, and Kai Vandersnick out in right. In the infield, around the infield, third to first, Cooper Palmer at third, Watson Grantham at short, Logan Labrie at second, and Michael Severson is at first base. And the battery for Clark here in this first game of the day behind the dish will be Jacob Steen, and on the mound is Josh Canigator. Canigator, big tall kid. Hopefully, I'm wondering if he's able to use his leverage here to really throw downhill and get some good speed on that fastball. For Wynn here in the top of the first inning, guaranteed to come up, we'll see Drew Bakeberg, Chase Mansfield, and Alec Mickelson. And, of course, Mac Hines batting fourth, hoping he gets a shot this inning as well. So, again, set here for a beautiful day here. Like I said, very unseasonably cool for August 10th now. We don't see temperatures like this very often in August, but we'll take it. Seeing some sweatshirts and long sleeves and jeans and things like that for fans in the crowd. But still, nonetheless, come on out, enjoy things. But if you aren't able to, tune in here on our YouTube channel, Croton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel. And if you have friends and family around the world, be sure to let them know that we're on the air, we're on the stream, and able to tune in. Leading off will be Drew Bakeberg for Win. First pitch from Canagator is at 10:02 under 61 degrees and fair skies here in Groton at Lockhart Field. First pitch called a ball, so 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 swung on a foul out of play, and the count evens quickly here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, you hear me say it a lot, but throwing strikes is the key to the game. Pitch count rules in effect here for everybody. And the 1-1, that misses down and in. 2-1 the count now to Win's leadoff hitter, Drew Bakeberg. Bakeberg playing center field for Win. And the 2-1, that misses up and in. Notice this a little bit from the pitchers yesterday, too. It takes them a little while to get kind of into the groove of things. You know, they take a batter or two to kind of figure things out. The 3-1, that's in there for a strike. Count runs full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Canagator getting his sign from his catcher Steen. And the 3-2, that misses down low, and Bakeberg's going to draw a leadoff walk. Chase Mansfield's going to come to the plate now, batting second, doing the catching for Win. We'll see here what head coach Jeremiah Maxfield has going on here, if he's just going to let his batters go through the motions and have an at bat, or if he's going to be aggressive and get his leadoff man moving or get him into scoring position. A lot of times if teams are able to put pressure on teams early, that kind of can make a difference in how the game's going to go. First pitch to Mansfield is in the dirt. Nice pick there by Steen, and as his momentum's going towards first, he snaps it down there and chases Bakeberg back to the bag. Canagator checks Bakeberg at first. Now he's set. And the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mansfield looking down for the signs as head coach Maxfield going through some signs for him. Bakeberg's got an average lead over there. Nothing too crazy. Takes another step. The 1-1 runner goes, and it's going to hit Mansfield. Going to plunk Chase Mansfield right in the hip. Bakeberg was off with the pitch and was able to get in standing up as a dead ball on the hit by pitch. Going to bring up Alec Mickelson. Mickelson batting in the 3 spot today. Runners on first and second here. No outs. Win trying to maybe get something started here early. First pitch to Mickelson's in the dirt. Nice stop by Steen. Mickelson yesterday had 1 hit and scored a run. Kind of a little flip-flop in the lineup as Mansfield batting second today. He batted third yesterday. Canagator checks the runners. And the 1-0. Swung on a pop foul out of play. Good cut there by Mickelson as he got a pitch he could handle and just fouled it off over the backstop. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Win threatening here in the top of the first inning already with runners on first and second. Nobody out. The 1-1 swung on and lifted into right field. Vandersnick under it. He's going to put it away. No tag by Bakeberg. Vandersnick did a nice job tracking that ball, getting his feet behind it, ready to fire it back to the infield to hold Drew Bakeberg at second, not letting him tag up. Mac Hines is going to be the hitter now. Mac playing left field for Win, wearing number 25. Canagator trying to pitch around a walk and a hit batsman to get out of this inning with no damage done. First pitch is in there for a strike. You know, and sometimes it's just a little bit of the jitters, and got to work those out and get those nerves taken care of. And I think Canagator will find a way here. The 0-1, that misses inside. Kind of brushes hands back a little bit. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Early here in game number 1 of the day, game 5 overall. And the 1-1 misses just low, just below the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Mansfield leads from first, Bakebird from second. The 2-1, that misses up and away, 3-1. Bakeberg on second because of a walk. And Mansfield on first after being hit by the pitch. And the 3-1's in the dirt, and another walk's going to load the bases. So Hines draws a 1-out walk. Going to load the bases here for Logan Fishback. Fishback was the pitcher of record yesterday in that loss to Beersford. Threw a nice game, but just unable to finish it out. He's only on base once. He had a walk and scored a run. Otherwise, 2 strikeouts. But bases loaded here. First pitch to Fishback was a ball. 1-0 the count. Base hit here would get at least 1, maybe 2. Fishback fouls one off. Base ump Dalton Locke calls the foul ball as Fishback fouled it off his foot. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Canagator's able to get Fishback. That would be a big out right here. The 1-1, that misses low, and Bakeberg at third. And some questions here as Jacob Steen attempted to throw down to third, and question here from Chris Bokinski as Jacob Steen tried to throw down to third and was unable to, and I believe the ball hit the batter or his bat, and he's not in the batter's box, so they're asking the question here if that was interference since he was not in the batter's box. And umpire Ace Boucher telling him what he saw and how he's interpreting it. Now Dalton Locke comes in to add a little bit of explanation to it to the Clark head coach. Little productive conversation down here. Doesn't look like anybody's getting too heated yet, so hopefully it stays that way. But bases are loaded here. They tried to throw down as Bakeberg was coming down the line to get his lead and planted his foot and actually slipped. Ground's going to be a little wet this morning with the dew, and he slipped and fell. So Jacob Steen was going to snap it down, and it didn't work. So after all that, 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Logan Fishback still the batter. Bases are still loaded. Fishback digs back in. And the 2-1, that misses. This time they bluff a throw. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Canagator at risk of walking in the first run of the game. Looking to get a strike to fill it up. And the 3-1, that's in the dirt, and that is going to walk in a run. So Wynn gets the first run of the game. As Drew Bakeberg comes in to score, Logan Fishback gets the RBI, and that's going to bring Chris Bokinski out of the dugout. And not sure if that means we're going to have a change already or what the deal is. So, but Canagator walked off the mound and quickly underhand flipped the ball to third baseman Cooper Palmer, so there must be going to be a bit of a change here. So, and Palmer looks like he's taking his spot on the mound, going to throw some warm-up pitches Bokinski talking to his infield about what the changes are going to be. Might just be a straight switch where Candigator goes to third and Palmer comes in to pitch. I think that's what they're telling the home plate umpire, Ace Boucher, right now. So again, if you're just tuning in, we've got our first elimination game going on right here between Clark and Wynn. Clark, the home team on the scoreboard, Wynn, the visiting team, and currently leading 1-0. And winner of this game will advance to play in the 5th and 6th place game tomorrow at 12:30. The loser will be eliminated. And then immediately following this, 30 minutes following this, and give the grounds crew time to get the field prepped, we'll have our second elimination game between Faulkton and Groton. And again, that winner will advance to the 5th place game as well, and the loser will be eliminated. So change is very simple here. We've got Cooper Palmer coming in to pitch and Josh Cannigator moving to third base, just a straight switch. So very simple, nothing changes in the batting order, just those two changes defensively. Lincoln Kroll is going to come to the plate now, playing third base for Wynn, batting left-handed. First pitch from Palmer, snap down to third is not in time. Tag was a little high. Jacob Steen back there showing already that he's not afraid to snap down. He's already snapped one down to first and a couple attempts down to third. So he's aggressive back there. He's got good, strong, lively arm too. So probably see more of that throughout the day. The 0-1 grounded to the right side. Labrie up, but they're going to get the out at first, but another run's going to score. Mansfield scores from third. Hines advances to third. And Fishback is forced out, 4-6 for the second out. Fishback advances to second. Kroll is out, 4-3 for the second out. So still runners on second, third, 2 outs. Noah Bakeberg is the hitter now, is the batter now. He is the pitcher for Wynn today. Two is our count, 2 outs. And Bakeberg swings through it. 2 balls and 1 strike. If Clark can get out of here with just giving up the 2 runs, I think they would be fairly happy with that. They've got some good bats, so they'd be able to hit themselves back into it. 2-2 now. 2-2, 2 outs. We got deuces already in the first inning, top of the first inning. And Palmer gets a strikeout of Bakeberg to end the inning. Clark gets 2 on no hits, and they leave a couple. After half inning, Wynn leads 2-0 coming up for Clark in the bottom half of the first inning. It'll be Cooper Palmer, Kai Vandersnick, and Jacob Steen. And we will have the bottom of the first inning when we return to Lockhurst Field after this break.
Ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We hope you are all enjoying.
And welcome back here to consolation round action of the 2024 Class B Junior Legion State Tournament here in Groton, South Dakota at beautiful Lockhurst Field. I'm Pat Kraus bringing you all the action live. Again, we had 4 games yesterday. We'll have 4 more today, and we'll wrap up the tournament with 3 games tomorrow, culminating with the championship game. Set the defense here for the visitors on the scoreboard. Win out in left field, Mac Hines. Center field is Drew Bakeberg, and in right field is Braden Kroll. Around the infield, third to first, something we don't see very often, a left-handed third baseman, but that is Lincoln Kroll for Win. At shortstop is Alec Mickelson. Second base is Beckett Halverson, and at first base is Logan Fishback. And the battery for Wynn here in this consolation game behind the dish, Chase Mansfield. And on the mound, number 15, Noah Bakeberg. Cooper Palmer is going to lead things off for Clark here in the bottom of the first inning. Wynn gets 2 in the top of the first. They didn't get any hits, but they got 2 runs, walked 1 in, and then they had an RBI fielder's choice, RBI ground out. Cooper Palmer going to lead off here. First pitch from Bakeberg. That's in there for a strike. And history shows Bakeberg's around the plate, so Clark will be ready here to hit. And they got some good sticks, so they could probably get themselves back into this here pretty quick if they get on it right away. The 0-1 misses, 1-1 the count. Again, Palmer's job here is the lead up hitter, find himself on base, get things started for Clark, kind of set the table. And the 1-1 swung on and lifted into left. Hines coming in, and he will put it away for out number 1. Good play there by Mac Hines as he came hustling in from his left field position, made a nice running catch. Not a bad piece of hitting there by Palmer, being a left-handed hitter. Sometimes that's a tough play for a left fielder, as that ball will have some spin and slice away, but Hines able to track it down. Kai Vandersnick, the hitter now. He first swings at the first pitch. Vandersnick did the catching yesterday, now today playing right field for Clark. And the 0-1 is swung on and missed, and Bakeberg quickly ahead here, no balls and 2 strikes. Vandersnick digs back in, the 0-2. Swung on and grounded up the middle. Halverson under his glove, and that's going to get into the outfield. And Vandersnick is going to be aboard. He's going to reach on the error by the second baseman, Beckett Halverson. Got there in plenty of time, tried to backhand it, and it just scooted under his glove. So again, Clark putting the ball in play and finding a way on. Jacob Steen now going to be the batter for Clark. Steen doing the catching for Clark today. And Bakeberg pitches from the stretch for the first time today. First pitch misses off the plate. Bakeberg, big kid out there, good motion. Home plate umpire Ace Boucher kind of trying to slow things down here a little bit, making sure that everybody's ready before each pitch. The 1-0 misses high. Mansfield snaps down to first and gets away from first baseman, but Vandersnick stumbles as he's trying to advance and unable to go. Ball didn't get away that far anyway, so I don't know if Vandersnick would have been successful in advancing to second, but and the 2-0 swung on and hit hard up the middle. That's going to be down for a base hit for Steen. Drew Bakeberg charging hard from center field, hoping to maybe catch Vandersnick, not hustling a second, but Steen is aboard with a 1-out single, moving Vandersnick up to second base, and now Clark has a little bit of a threat going here. Runners on first and second, 1 out, and their big cleanup hitter, Michael Severson, up to bat. Severson batting from the left side. He's a good aggressive swinger. He likes to swing early and often. They're going to try to pick up at second, and Vandersnick back in safely, falls down, but is okay. Clark trying to answer back as they surrendered 2 runs in that top of the first inning, hoping to get back in it right away here. First pitch to Severson is down low. Again, as we've seen Severson a couple times this year, and if he gets into one, he can put a charge into it and hit it a long way. So we'll see what happens here. The 1-0, and he swings and misses and fouls it out of play. Again, big, strong kid. No batting gloves. Early on here, we're in the bottom of the first inning. 1 out, runners on first and second for Clark, looking to get those 2 runs back they gave up in the top of the first. The 1-1 misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike is our count. And Bakeberg maybe trying to be a little careful here with Severson, knowing that he is a pretty good bat in there. And the 2-1 swung on and chopped hard to first. Fishbach on to second, and he throws it high, but Mickelson, very aware that he's not going to be on the base, he does put a tag down. So nice play there by Alec Mickelson. to get the out at second. Fishbach's throw came in high, and Mickelson pulled him off the base, but knowing that he's off the base, he very alertly puts the tag down, and they do retire Jacob Steen on the fielder's choice. Vandersnick moves up to third on the play, and Steen is on first on the fielder's choice. Watson Grantham now the batter for Clark. He takes the first pitch high for a ball. Clark's got runners on first and third. Noah Bakeberg here trying to get himself out of a little bit of a jam here. And the 1-0 to Grantham. That misses low in the dirt. Nice pick there by Chase Mansfield. Again, if you're into watching good catching, he's a pretty good one back there. Bakeberg set now, and the 2-0. Misses outside, 3-0. And Bakeberg now at risk of walking the bases loaded with 2 ups. Josh Canigator stands on deck. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first inning. And the 3-0, that's in there for a strike. Down the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Michael Severson leads from first. Kai Vandersnick leads from third. And the 3-1 runner goes. Swung on and grounded to the right side. Going to be a tough play as Grantham runs pretty well, and he's going to beat it out. Vandersnick scores on the play. Severson advances to second, and Watson Grantham is aboard with an infield single. Caught the ball just off the end of the bat, but hit it in kind of the right spot. And Logan Fishbach unable to handle it. And Grantham moving down the line, getting down the line quick. He beats it out. So Clark gets one of those runs back. Runners on first and second and 2 outs, and Josh Canigator the batter. First pitch is in there for a strike. Good fastball there by Bakeberg. Gets ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Canigator was the starting pitcher for Clark, but was pulled early in that first inning. The 0-1, that's in there for strike 2. And Bakeberg looking to get himself out of a jam and just giving up 1 run. And the 0-2, that misses just down and away. Good spot there. Good pitch by Bakeberg as he's trying to get Canigator to chase. Canigator takes the pitch and doesn't bite. The 1-2. Swung on and lifted into right field. That's going to get over the right fielder's head. Michael Severson's going to score. Grantham coming around. He's getting waved. He's going to score. Play at the plate is not in time. And Canigator delivers a 2-out, 2 RBI double to take the lead for Clark. Grantham stepped funny on the plate and kind of fell down, but he did hop up and jog off, so he's okay. Clark now in the lead, 3-2 on a timely double by Josh Canigator as he hits it and it drives it over Braden Kroll's head in right field, and 2-run score on the play. Damian Severson now the batter for Clark. Foul ball. Severson swings at the first pitch. Canigator getting a little bit risky out there at second base. Had Bakeberg not already committed to home, they might have had a chance to pick him off. He was leaning pretty hard towards third. Canigator takes his lead after his double. And the 0-1 swung on and missed. Severson chased one upstairs. Damian Severson digs back in. And the 0-2, that's in the dirt. Good stop by by Mansfield. Keeps the ball in front, keeps Canigator at second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Clark in the lead here, 3-2. Gave up 2 in the top half and answered back with 3 in their half so far. And the 1-2 is in the dirt. A good read there by Canigator as he's safe at second. Good throw by Mansfield, but Canigator's slide was as good as it could be, and he was safe at second. Good read. We had a good view of that right here, and Lincoln Kroll's tag was right on the base, which Canigator's hands were in before the tag was there. 2-2 the count. Ground ball or line drive over the second baseman's head into right field. And Severson drives in Canigator for the fourth run of the inning for Clark. My apologies. Sometimes kind of hard to read the ball off the bat up here. Good solid line drive by Damian Severson is going to bring up Will Hovde. Hovde playing left field for Clark. And Bakeberg steps off and doesn't like that ball apparently, so he's going to trade one out. Clark so far, 3 of the 4 have been scored with 2 outs. Bakeberg set, and first pitch to Hovde misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch from Bakeberg is low and away. Count now 2 balls and no strikes. Noah Bakeberg kind of shows a little bit of disapproval there, but not sure if it was in the call or if it was in how he threw the pitch. And the 2-0 is in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. That was the 30th pitch of the inning for Noah Bakeberg. Not what you're hoping to see if you're Win. And the 2-1 is in there for a strike. Count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. Game number 5 of the tournament. Game number 1 today. And the 2-2 runner goes. Throw it out to second is there, but gets by and into center field. So Severson in safely at second with the stolen base. Count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes as Damian Severson puts himself into scoring position. Being off with contact here, could be a chance to score on a base hit. Hovde digging in here, looking to extend the inning for Clark. And the 3-2 swung on and lifted, foul out of play. Going to reach one of the Little League fields as the kids scramble for the foul balls. Count stays full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 3-2 swung on and missed as he chases one way out of the zone. But Clark scores 4 on 4 hits. They leave 1. New score after 1 innings, 4-2 Clark. Coming up for Win in the top of the second. It'll be Braden Kroll, Beckett Halverson, and Drew Bakeberg, and we'll have the top of the second inning back here at Lockhart Field after this break.
Student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
And we are back here, baseball action here in Groton, South Dakota, Lockhart Field. This is 2024 American Legion, Junior American Legion State Baseball Tournament. I am Pat Kraus bringing you the action. We're back. We're in the top of the first inning. Braden Kroll going to lead things off for Win. Cooper Palmer doing the pitching now for Clark. He came in relief of Josh Canigator in the top of the first. First pitch to Kroll is in there for a strike. Again, Palmer not one to blow anybody away with his fastball, but just consistent throw strikes, hit spots. And the 0-1 swung on and grounded to right side, just foul. Oh, the Clark dugout's going to razz Michael Severson for that one. Ball had some funny spin on it, and he reaches out with his throwing hand, which is, for him is his left hand, and trips and falls and got a little ribbing from his dugout. The 0-2 is fouled straight back. Braden Kroll catches a piece and stays alive in the at-bat. Clark gave up 2 in the top of the first, but then came back and scored 4 of their own. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Palmer reached back a little bit up there to get the swinging strikeout of Braden Kroll. Beckett Halverson now up to bat, getting the start today for Wynn at second base. Came in yesterday as a substitute in the right field. He's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. First pitch misses down low from Palmer. And if you're Palmer, these are the guys you got to get, the 8 and 9 hitters. You don't want them to get on base and set the table for the top of the order. 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. You know, always amazes me with pitchers how you can throw a really nice at bat to one guy and then come back and just like that throw 3 pitches in the dirt and make the count 3-0. I don't know if the confidence goes a little bit too high and you just kind of forget what you're doing. 3-0 is in there for a strike, and Palmer comes back now and gets one back. 3 balls, 1 strike to the number 9 hitter in the lineup. The 3-1 swung on and popped foul out of play, and count runs full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Palmer falls behind 3-0. Now he gets back to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Beckett Halverson. Halverson playing second base today for Wynn. The 3-2, that's in there for a strike, called strike 3, and Halverson goes down looking for out number 2. And again, that's what you hope to see when you got a pitcher facing the 8 and 9 hitters is to not fall behind. But Palmer fell behind, came back, able to record the strikeout. Drew Bakeberg now going to be the batter for Wynn. First pitch swung on and lined up the middle. That's going to be down for a base hit. Good sharp line drive there by Drew Bakeberg. Bakeberg walked and scored in his first at-bat, so he's aboard for the second time, which you hope to see out of your leadoff hitter. And Chase Mansfield now is going to be the batter for Wynn. Mansfield was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, came around and scored the second run of the game. Looks like Wynn's got some activity over in their bullpen. First pitch to Mansfield swung on and pulled foul, wide of third. These top 4 or 5 hitters for Wynn, they like to put the ball in play. They're aggressive early, so Palmer's got to do his job to maybe keep him a little bit off balance. The 0-1 misses low and away. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bakeberg leads from first. The 1-1 swung on and grounded to short. Going to get past Grantham into center field. Bakeberg turns hard at second, but he's going to check in there. So back-to-back singles for Wynn. Gets runners on first and second. Alec Mickelson now going to be the batter for Wynn. Mickelson, the shortstop, flied out to the right fielder. His first at bat, officially 0-for-1. First pitch to Mickelson is low away, ball 1. Palmer trying to pitch around to a couple of 2-out singles and get himself into the dugout. And the 1-0 swung on and hit to the left side, going to get through. Bakeberg's going to come around hard. He's going to check in here. Will Hovde charging hard, third base from left field. Able to come up and keep Bakeberg at third, but bases are loaded now. Mac Hines the batter. Hines walked in his first at-bat. First pitch to Hines. That misses low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, three singles, 3 consecutive singles by Wynn. And the 1-0 is fouled into the net. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Wynn looking to base hit here to get 1, maybe 2. The 1-1 swung on, popped up. Steen's going to have a look. He's hustling back, and he will make a nice basket catch right in front of the backstop barrier to retire Hines. Wynn gets 3 hits. They leave the bases loaded. Palmer pitches out of a jam. And after 1.5, it's still 4-2 Clark. Coming up for Clark in the bottom of the second, it'll be Logan Labrie, and then back to the top with Palmer and Vandersnick. And we'll have the bottom of the second inning back here in Groton after this break.
It's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
And we're back to state tournament coverage here in Groton, South Dakota at Lockhart Field. In between inning warm-ups, just wrapping up. Clark coming to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. They're going to send their 9-1-2 hitters to the plate, with Logan Labrie going to lead things off, followed by Cooper Palmer and Kai Vandersnick. Wynn threatened there in their top half of the second, loaded the bases with 2 outs, but unable to capitalize as Cooper Palmer pitched out of a jam. First pitch to Labrie, swung on and missed. Noah Bakeberg beginning his second inning of work. This next pitch will be pitch number 35. And the 0-1 swung on and fouled into the net. No balls and 2 strikes now. Bakeberg to Labrie. And the 0-2 misses inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Clark second baseman, Logan Labrie. And the 1-2 is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Noah Bakeberg jumped ahead, no balls and 2 strikes, and now the count goes back even, 2-2. Again, just like we talked in the other innings, very important for these pitchers to get these bottom half of their hitters out. The 2-2 misses high, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now Bakeberg at risk of losing the batter here and getting him to first. The 3-2, and that misses, and Labrie works himself a leadoff walk. That's going to bring up the pitcher for Clark now, Cooper Palmer. Palmer came in relief of Josh Canigator in the first inning right away. Labrie takes his lead from first. Bakeberg set. Check over at first. The throw is low and not in time. Palmer 0 for 1 today. Flied out to left in his first at bat. Labrie's got himself a good lead over there. Doesn't go. Palmer swings and pops it foul over the top of us here. And Palmer he's kind of your typical leadoff hitter. He doesn't strike out a ton and puts the bat on the ball a lot. Good handling of it. The 0-1 swung on and grounded back to the pitcher. Bakeberg to second for 1. Mickelson on to first, and then throws low, gets by Fishbach. But good hustle there by Fishbach and Mansfield to get to the ball. So Palmer reaches on the fielder's choice and throwing error. Kai Vandersnick now the batter. Vandersnick reached on an error and came around and scored in the first inning. Palmer takes his lead. They check it first. He's back in safely. One out, bottom of the second inning. Clark leading Wynn 4-2. Winner moves on to the 5th place game tomorrow. Loser goes home. Vandersnick swings through that fastball and misses. No balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. Noah Bakeberg still pitching for Wynn. Checks the runner. Runner goes. Throw down to second is in time and got Palmer caught stealing. Good throw there by Chase Mansfield. Clark taking a chance there, trying to be aggressive. Up a couple runs, you can afford to do that. Good throw there by Chase Mansfield. Bang, bang play at second, but throws right on the bag. Good tag by Mickelson. And that will erase Palmer from first. 2 outs. Pitch was called a strike. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Kai Vandersnick. Base is empty. And the 2-1 swung on and fouled straight back. That one caught umpire Ace Boucher right square. He's gonna take his time. Third base umpire Dalton Locke takes a few steps in to check on his colleague down there, making sure he's okay. As that's never fun. That one caught him square. But Ace is okay. 2-2, 2 outs. And the 2-2 swung on and fouled. Caught the tip of the glove of Mansfield and gets to the backstop. Count still runs 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the 2-2 to Vandersnick. Swung on and lined right at Kroll at third. He drops it, recovers, and the throw's offline, gets away from Fishbach. But Vandersnick not able to advance. Hard line drive here right at Lincoln Kroll at third. Unable to catch it, but does manage to corral it and make a strong throw to first, but throws a little offline, gets away from Fishbach, and Vandersnick reaches on the error. So 2 outs. Jacob Steen now the hitter, the batter for Clark. Steen doing the catching. First pitch swinging, going to be a slow roller through the left side. Is going to get to the outfield. Mickelson knocks it down, but unable to make a play anywhere. And Steen is aboard with his second hit of the ball game. Again, both teams here doing a pretty good job when they get to 2 outs of not rolling over and trying to find ways to extend the inning. We saw with Wynn in the top half of this inning, they loaded the bases with 2 outs, and Clark here doing kind of the same thing. Got first and second, 2 outs. Michael Severson the batter now. They're going to check at second, and Vandersnick back in safely. Alec Mickelson, from his shortstop position, he likes to sneak in behind those runners and catch them sleeping. And if he and his pitcher have it timed up, it can be an effective play. First pitch to Severson. Swung on and popped up. Mickelson calls for it, and he will put it away for out number 3. So Clark mounts a little bit of a threat, gets a couple guys on, unable to push anything across. No runs. 1 hit. They left 2 after 2 complete. 4-2 Clark. Coming up for Wynn, it'll be Fishbach, Lincoln Kroll, and Noah Bakeberg. We'll have the top of the 3rd inning back here at Lockhart Field after this break.
Whether you're
Pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
And welcome back to Groton, South Dakota, Lock Cars Field 2024 Junior Legion State Tournament. We've got our first elimination game of the day. Clark leading Wynn 4-2, going in the top of the third inning. All the runs scored in the first inning. Wynn scores 2 in their top half, and Clark came back and scored 4. And then both teams held scoreless in the second. Logan Fishback going to lead things off for Wynn here in the top of the third inning. Cooper Palmer still pitching for Clark. He came in relief of Josh Canigator in the top of the first inning. The 1-0 is grounded foul. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fishback digs back in wearing number 8. He was the pitcher yesterday, and they lost to Beersford. He chops one foul over here to the third base dugout. Again, Palmer, one of those pitchers who, doesn't have anything real overpowering, but he stays around the zone and throws a lot of strikes. And the 1-2 misses just low and away. And he, doesn't ever appear to get real rattled when he's out there either. Throws a pitch, and if it's a strike or a ball, he's kind of even keel the whole time. The 2-2 grounded to short. Grantham up with it. He bobbles it a little bit and not going to be able to make a play. Fishback gets down the line pretty well. Not sure if, even if Grantham fields that cleanly, if he's able to get the out. So Fishback leads off, gets on base. Going to bring up Lincoln Kroll. Lincoln Kroll, the third baseman today for Wynn. First pitch is in there at the knees for strike 1. Palmer checks the runner at first, Fishback. They throw over, he dives back in safely. And the 0-1 to Kroll, swung on and fouled back. And Palmer gets ahead here, no balls and 2 strikes. Again, as a pitcher, that's what you hope to do, give up a single and then come right back throwing strikes. Short memory out there, and I think Palmer does a nice job with that. No balls, 2 strikes to the Wynn third baseman, Lincoln Kroll. The 0-2 misses off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Logan Fishback getting his lead over at first. The 1-2 misses off the plate. Good play there by Steen to keep that ball in front of him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out so far here in the top of the third inning. 2-2 is on the outside corner, and Kroll down looking for out number 1. Going to bring up pitcher Noah Bakeberg. One out, Logan Fishback on first base. He led the inning off with an infield single. First pitch to Bakeberg, misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Bakeberg doing the pitching for Wynn so far. A 1-0, that's low. From what I'm seeing here, Palmer just working a little too fast. I think if he slows his rhythm down a little bit, he might find the strike zone a little better. 2-0. That's in the dirt. Nice stop by Steen. 3-0 now. Now Palmer's shown that he's able to come back from these 3-0 counts, but we'll see if he can do it here again. Fishbach takes his lead over at first, and the 3-0. That's in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The 3-1. Swung on and hit up the middle. That's going to fall softly into short right center for a base hit. Noah Bakeberg finds a soft spot out there and drops in a 1-out single. Braden Kroll now going to come to the plate. Braden Kroll playing right field today for Wynn. Runners take their lead, Fishbach and Bakeberg. First pitch, Kroll is swinging. Right fielder coming in, and that's nobody's going to catch it as it gets by. Runners are all going to advance. Little miscommunication there as Damian Severson coming hard from center, and right fielder Kai Vandersnick coming hard. Either one of them took charge, and thankfully they didn't run into each other as the ball falls. That's going to load the bases for Halverson. Halverson's going to hit a soft liner into center. That's going to fall for a hit. 1 run will score. You know, if you're Wynn, that's what you hope to see out of your bottom half of your lineup. You know, there's 6. That's 2 back-to-back hits by 3 hits in a row by Bakeberg, Kroll, and Halverson, your 7, 8, and 9 hitters, to set the table for your leadoff here, and that's Drew Bakeberg. Close play there by Steen. Steen kind of double clutched, and then Noah Bakeberg kind of relaxed, and then he fired it down there. Drew Bakeberg fouls it off his foot. He's going to take a little time here to walk that one off. Count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Drew Bakeberg's been on twice. Walked in the first, got a hit in the second. And the 0-2 on the outside corner for strike 2 or 3. Strike 2, that is. 1 ball, 2 strikes is our count. And the 1-2. That one misses, evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2, 1 out. 2-2 misses high, count now full. 3-2. And the 3-2 swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the glove, and Bakeberg down swinging for the 2nd out of the inning. Win so far with 1, trying to add to it here with bases loaded. 2nd time they've had bases loaded and 2 outs. Mansfield up now. Mansfield has also been on twice. Was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. First pitch on the corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. That one misses low and away. Count even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is an elimination game. If winner of this goes on to the 5th place game tomorrow. The 1-1 is grounded foul. Winner moves on to play in the 5th place game tomorrow at 12:30. The loser will be done. 4-3 our score. Clark winning. Most of the runs scored in the 1st inning there between the 2 teams. 1 so far for Wynn here in the top of the 3rd. The 1-2's popped up, and that's going to get out of play over the right field fence. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the 1-2 swung on and hit sharply foul. Mansfield all over that fastball, but out in front of it. Pulls it wide to third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. On the outside corner for strike 3. And Mansfield goes down looking for out number 3, leaving the bases loaded. Wynn does get 1 back on a few hits. They left the bases loaded after 3.5. 4-3 Clark. Coming up for Clark, it'll be Grantham, Candigator, and Damian Severson. We'll have the bottom of the 3rd inning when we come back to Groton and Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all.
Planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you're
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
And we're back. Baseball action here in Groton, South Dakota. We have the 2024 edition of the Class B Junior Legion. I'm Pat Krause, bringing you all the action every game right here on the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel. 4 games yesterday to set up matchups for today, with 4 more games today, which will set up our placing games tomorrow. Placing games will only be 3 of them. They place out to 6, so 5th and 6th place game will be at 12:30. 3rd and 4th place game will be at 30 minutes after that, and then the championship game will be our final game tomorrow afternoon, evening. If the schedule kind of stays the same, we'll probably be looking at right around a 6:30 start time for that tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. But we have to get through our 4 games today, and we have to do that. We've got to play this one. Right now we've got a good one. Clark leading 4-3 going in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Both teams scored in the 1st inning and then nothing in the 2nd, and then Wynn put one up in the top of the 3rd. Leading off for Clark here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, it'll be Watson Grantham. Grantham playing shortstop today for Clark. First pitch from Noah Bakeberg is in there for a strike. Bakeberg beginning his 3rd inning of work. That was his 51st pitch of the game. And the 0-1 to Grantham is in the dirt. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. And the 1-1 from Bakeberg. That's on the corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Excuse me. Noah Bakeberg had a little trouble in the 1st inning, but able to settle in here so far in 2nd and 3rd. The 1-2. That's on the outside corner, and Watson Grantham down looking for out number 1. Good job there by Bakeberg as he's able to spot that fastball on the outside corner. Josh Candigator is going to step to the plate now. Candigator had a big 2-out double back in the 1st inning, driving in 2 runs. First pitch swung on and grounded to 3rd. That's going to get by Lincoln Kroll at 3rd. Candigator rounds first hard, but he'll check in. 2nd hit of the ball game for Candigator. Ball went right over the bag and right under Lincoln Kroll's glove and into left field. Time is called at first so that Candigator can take his batting armor off. See a lot of kids these days wearing the pads and the shin guards and the sliding gloves and all that kind of stuff. Batter for Clark right now, Damian Severson. He swings at the first pitch and misses. Severson had a RBI single in his first at bat. Candigator's got a short lead over there, and He's a rather tall individual, 6'2", 6'3". He could probably get about 3 more steps and still fall back safely. Severson digs in from the left side. Bakeberg comes set. And the 0-1 is on the inside corner. And now Bakeberg ahead here. No balls and 2 strikes. Again, he had 30 pitches in the first inning, and since then he's been real efficient. The 0-2 swung on and grounded to the right side. Halverson's going to come up with it and on to first in time to retire Severson. Canigator moves up on the play, as that was the only play that Halverson at second had. Comes in, fields it, makes the play. Canigator moves to second. Will Hovde now the batter. Hovde was down swinging in his first at-bat. Canigator gets a walking lead. Shortstop sneaks in behind him, chases him back. Pitches up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, like I said, Mickelson likes to play the little cat and mouse out there with the runners at second, so he'll be awfully active out there with Canigator on second. The 1-0 in there for a strike count, even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Canigator gets a walking lead out at second. And the 1-1 swung on and lined down the third baseline. That's going to be in for a hit. Canigator hustling around. And there's going to be no play or throw at home, but it's not going to be in time. Ball gets away from Mansfield. And Hovde continues to run, and he's going to check in at third. So Canigator scores on the play. Going to give Hovde a single, and he's going to advance all the way to third on the throwing error. So Wynn scores, and then Clark comes back and they score. So 5-3 again, the 2-run margin. Logan Labrie now the batter for Clark. He walked in his first at-bat. First pitch to Labrie. It misses inside. Backs him off the plate a little bit. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0. Good stop by Mansfield as Bakeberg spiked that one. That one barely made it past the grass of the infield. That's as a catcher, that's probably one of the toughest balls to block, is you don't know where it's going to go, and it's going to be a high bounce. The 2-0, that misses. 3-0. Again, Clark finding a way to score runs with 2 outs. Kind of been their recipe today. The 3-0, and he was taken all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the 3-1, that's in there, and Labrie's going to draw his second walk of the game. We're going to have runners on first and third with the leadoff hitter Cooper Palmer coming to the plate. Palmer reached on an error in the last at bat. Chase Mansfield comes out to give some signs to his infielders what to do. Palmer reached on an error and then was caught stealing at second. Runners from first and third take their lead. Palmer digs in. First pitch is in there for a strike. Palmer flied out in his first at bat and got on an error, so 0 for 2. The 0-1 swung on, hit hard to the right side. Halverson falls down, spins around, makes a nice play. Halverson ranging to his left, kind of lost his balance, did a little bit of a roll, but able to maintain his balance and composure and retire Palmer on a nice play to end the inning. But Clark gets 1 on a couple hits. 5-3 Clark after 3 complete. Coming up for a win in the top of the 4th, it'll be Mickelson, Hines, and Logan Fishback, and we'll have the top of the 4th inning back here at Lockhart Field after this break.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
We're back here, baseball action here in Groton, South Dakota at Lockhart Field. We have a Junior Legion State Tournament action. First elimination game of the tournament. Alec Mickelson going to lead things off for Wynn as they trail 5-3. First pitch from Cooper Palmer is in there for a strike. He jumps ahead, no balls and one strike. Palmer from the line, the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Good stop by Steen. Scoring so far, Wynn jumped out. They scored 2 in the top of the first, and then Clark came back, scored 4. And then each team scored 1. Mickelson hits one hard foul, wide of third. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 just off the plate. Count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mickelson been on once so far today. The 2-2 on the outside corner, and Alec Mickelson down looking for the first out. Again, Palmer doing a nice job of hitting that outside corner on those righties, and you know, knowing Ace Boucher as well as I do, caught a lot of games with him as the umpire. If a pitcher's consistent on that corner, he likes to give that pitch. First pitch swinging here by Mac Hines. Grantham up with it on to first in time to retire Hines. 6-3 for the second out. Again, as a pitcher like Palmer is, if you're able to spot it and hit that corner consistently, you're going to have some success there, and he's doing a pretty good job of that. 2 outs, Logan Fishback, the batter. First pitch swinging, he hits a soft fly ball into left center. Diving attempt by Damian Severson is unsuccessful. He hops up, fires it into second, and Fishback alertly hustling, and he's going to check in with a double. We can call that a hustle double. Coach Bokinski coming out of the dugout, going to check on his center fielders. He did kind of land awkwardly out there. Good attempt there by Damian Severson as he came in, but again, as he laid out for that, he kind of landed a little awkwardly, so Chris Bokinski wants to make sure that his center fielder is okay. And Damian Severson waved him off, saying, "I'm fine, let's get playing." So we're back at it here, and Lincoln Kroll's going to be the batter for Wynn. First pitch swinging, hits a hard shot into right center. That's going to score Fishback from second. Good at bat there by Lincoln Kroll as he took that first pitch and drove it hard into right center for an RBI single. And that puts the game back to a 1-run game, 5-4. Noah Bakeberg, the batter now. First pitch swinging, fouls it out of play. Again, this has been a productive part of the lineup for Wynn, as Kroll's put the ball in play a couple times. Bakeberg got a hit in his last at bat. Hard line drive up the middle, and Bakeberg's going to be aboard again with another single. Braden Kroll now the batter. Again, the last inning when Wynn was able to push a run across, this was the part of the lineup that got it started for him. First pitch to Kroll misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 That's in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 2 outs, and Wynn threatening here again, trying to push another one across. Kroll swings and misses that, or fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 5-4 our score. The 1-2 just off the plate. Again, home plate umpire Ace Boucher likes that outside corner, but that must have been just off just a little too much. 2-2 on the inside corner. A little off-speed breaking ball there by Palmer to get Kroll looking for out number 3. Wynn threatens, gets a couple guys on with 2 outs, unable to capitalize after 3.5. Or they did capitalize. They got 1 on the deal, I guess. 5-4 Clark after 3.5. For Clark, it'll be Vandersnick, Steen, and Michael Severson. We'll have that for you back here in Groton after this break.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
And welcome back to Groton, South Dakota and Lockhart Field. We have state tournament action here, Class B Junior Legion. Elimination game here for both of these teams, Wynn and Clark. Clark leading 5-4. A little defensive change here, looks like, for Wynn. Looks like Logan Fishback's going to move to third base. Lincoln Kroll's going to move to first base. I think Braden Kroll moved into second. And maybe Will Clemens has come into right field. We'll check that here in a little bit, but I think that's the changes we have right now. Kai Vandersnick leading off for Clark, takes the first pitch down and away for a ball. Noah Bakeberg still pitching for Wynn. This next pitch will be pitch number 70. And pitch 70 is a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, threw around 30 pitches in that first inning and only 40 since then, so not too bad since that first inning. The 2-0 misses outside. Count now 3-0. 3-0 to the number 2 hitter for Clark, Kai Vandersnick. The 3-0, that's in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Vandersnick trying to be the leadoff here for Clark and work himself on base. And the 3-1, that misses low. And Vandersnick draws a leadoff walk. Again, I know I say it a lot, and those of you that have been listening are probably tired of me saying it, but those walks, if you look back at scorebooks over the history of any baseball game, and those walks seem to come back and score almost every time. Vandersnick leads from first, and Jacob Steen now the batter for Clark. Steen takes high. Mansfield snaps to first, not in time. Steen's been on a couple of times, 2 singles. Swings a good bat in there. Noah Bakeberg checks the runner in the 1-0. That's down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Bakeberg having a little trouble here finding the zone. Trying to catch Vandersnick sleeping over there. Bakeberg not yet on the pitching rubber, and Vandersnick is just kind of wandering off, not watching the pitcher. Cardinal rule as a base runner is never take your eye off the pitcher. For that reason there. It's 2-0 the count to Jacob Steen. The 2-0 swung on, hit hard into left field. That's going to be through for a hit. And Vandersnick hustles into third. He's going to be in safely. On the throw, Jacob Steen will advance. So Vanderschnick hustling around, goes first to third. Gives Steen a single on the play, and then he advanced on the throw. So Clark now mounting a bit of a threat here. Second, third, nobody out, and that's going to bring Coach Maxfield out of the dugout to talk to his pitcher. While we have a chance here, just kind of run through the schedule again for those of you just tuning in. I've got this game right now, 30 minutes after this, or however long it takes to get the field prepped. We will have Millbank and Faulkton, or not Millbank, I'm sorry. I'm from Millbank originally. Groton and Faulkton, little slip there, in an elimination game. And then 30 minutes after that, we'll start our semifinal round, and we'll preview those games as we get closer to that time. Meeting on the mound is over. No outs. Runners on second, third. Michael Severson, the batter. First pitch swing, hits it hard into left center. That's going to get down for a hit. Vanderschnick's going to score. Steen comes around third. He's going to score. Michael Severson hustling, and he's going to check in at second with a 2 RBI stand-up double. And it was just a matter of time, I think, before Severson able to get into one, and that will immediately bring Coach Maxfield back out of the dugout. And now this being his second mound visit will require him to make a change. And looks like it's going to be Braden Kroll. Kroll pitched yesterday, but only threw 11 total pitches, so he's fully qualified to go today. Again, going back to our schedule, immediately following this game, we will have Faulkton and Groton. I say immediately, but that's a relative term. It more or less a 20 or 30 minutes or so to get the field ready to go. And my wife sending me a message saying that we are from Groton and not Millbank. Yes, I understand that. I had a little slip of the tongue. But after this, Faulkton and Groton will play, and then 30 minutes after that game, Beersford and Winter Colome will play our first winner's bracket game, and Lennox and Martin will round out the day with the final semifinal game. Results of the 4 games today will determine placings for tomorrow, or placing games for tomorrow. The winner of this game will move in and play the 5th and 6th place game. The loser will be eliminated. And the winner of the Faulkton-Groton game, same result there. If they win, they move in for 5th and 6th. Loser goes home. Winner of the semifinal games, of course, they advance into the championship game, and the losers will fall down into the 3rd and 4th place game. And we'll have all those games here on our YouTube channel, the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel. So if you're unable to attend in person, please tune in to our coverage, and we'll bring it to you all here live, all the games today and all the games tomorrow. And pass the word on to friends and family around the world to let them know that we're providing this coverage, and tune in. Braden Kroll finishes his warm-up pitches, and now he's going to throw the first pitch here to Watson Grantham, and he takes it high for a ball. Grantham went down looking in his last at-bat. Braden Kroll, a very similar pitcher to Cooper Palmer. They don't blow you away, but they're good at throwing strikes and hitting spots. And the 1-0, that's in there for a strike. Count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Clark trying to add on here with already 2 in, and a runner on second, and Michael Severson. The 1-1, a bunt attempt, is going to be foul. Nice play there by Ace Boucher as it went behind the catcher, and Ace able to corral it and make a nice catch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Not sure if that was a design bunt or if Grantham was just trying to find a way to get a hit. And Kroll looking in, gets his sign. And the 1-2. He squares and pulls it back. Not sure with 2 strikes why he'd be looking to bunt there, but you have to be pretty confident in your ability to get it down. And the 2-2 misses high, count runs full. Didn't mention the defensive changes here for Wynn. Obviously, Braden Kroll now doing the pitching. Noah Bakeberg moved to second base. Three-two. Swung on and missed, and Grantham down swinging. For the first out, Josh Canigator now the batter. Canigator 2 for 2. Kind of broke things open a little bit in the first inning with a 2 RBI, 2-out double. And then singled and scored in his last at bat. First pitch swinging, hard shot into left center. That's going to be down. That's going to split the gap. Severson around third. He's going to score. Canigator hustling, and he's going to check in with a stand-up double, his second of the game. Good aggressive hitting there by Canigator, not wasting any time, taking that first fastball and driving it into the left center gap. Drives in a run, and then finds himself right away in scoring position at second base. Going to bring up Damian Severson. Damian Severson singled in his first at bat and then grounded out in his second. Or grounded into a fielder's choice, I should say. So 0 for 2. 1 out. Clark still threatening here with a runner on second. Damian Severson digs in, gets himself set. Kroll gets the sign. As they check at second, no throw. Kroll back on the mound. They chase Canigator back. 3 across so far for Clark. Again, middle infielders playing a little game there. Alec Mickelson comes behind and then he runs in front of the runner, which I think is fine as long as they don't make contact, and it was awfully close. Severson lines one into right field. That's going to be down for a hit. That's going to get by the right fielder. Canigator is going to score. Damian Severson hustling into second. And he will be in safely with a stand-up RBI double. Third double of the inning for Clark. Their 4th run, extending their lead now 9-4. Will Hubdy now the batter for Clark. Hubdy singled. Made it as far as third in his first at-bat. In the last at-bat. First pitch to Hubdy. Misses outside. One thing we're seeing with Clark here is they're being aggressive with the sticks. They're swinging early. Kroll throws that first fastball. A lot of times they're jumping on it. Hubdy takes high. The 2-0. Misses high. 3 balls, no strikes. Again, I think Kroll seeing the aggression of the Clark hitters. He's trying to hit spots a little more and unable to find the strike zone. Not trying to get them to jump on that first pitch every time. And the 3-0, that misses. Ball 4. And that's going to put Hubdy on first. Runners on first and second now for Clark. Logan LeBrie now the batter for Clark. Lays the bunt down. Got to play at third, and they will retire Damian Severson at third on a 1-5. Pitcher to third on the fielder's choice. A little bit too hard on that bunt and a little bit too much at the pitcher. 2 outs now. Cooper Palmer is going to be the hitter. Top of the order. Palmer grounded out his last at bat. First pitch hit hard through the left side. That's going to get through. Ball gets by the left fielder, Hines. He throws it in, and now ball rolling around. Clark's going to score another run as Hovde comes around and scores. Labrie checks in at second, and Palmer is at first. That's going to turn the lineup over again. Kai Vandersnick now hitting for Clark. He led the inning off, so this is the 10th batter of the inning for Clark. First pitch swinging. Again, we talked about it a little bit early in the game that, you know, even though Wynn was able to jump ahead here 2-0 in the top of the first, seeing Clark a couple times this year, knowing that they've got some good bats in their lineup, that they're able to swing themselves out of a lot of problems. Vandersnick takes the 0-1 outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now, 2 outs. And the 1-1 swung on and lifted. Mickelson calling for it right away, and he will put it away. Nice play there by Alec Mickelson as Vandersnick pops out for the 3rd out, but Clark.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
And we're back. Baseball action here. Cooper Palmer finishing up his warm-up pitches in between innings. 10-4 our score. Clark puts up a 5 spot in the bottom of the 4th inning as their bats came alive again. Didn't score on walks and things like that. They had 3 doubles of their 5 hits in that inning. Cooper Palmer, again, still in relief, came in relief in the top of the 1st. Looks like Will Clemens is the hitter here for the batter for Wynn. He came in for Beckett Halverson. Thought there was a change out there, but when they come in the field for defense, they don't normally report to the scorer's box. 2-1 our count. But Will Clemens is hitting and Drew Bakeberg on deck. The 2-1 from Palmer is in the dirt. Again, Palmer working kind of fast. So usually when he works fast, he gets himself into a little bit of a trouble. So we'll see if he can figure it out. The 3-1, that's in there for a strike. Count goes full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So important to get this leadoff hitter, especially if he's the number 9 hitter. The 3-2 swung on and hit into center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And Will Clemens comes in and does his job as a substitute and finds himself a base hit. Again, you fall behind a hitter, and you have to have those get-me-over fastballs. Sometimes you take a little off, and kind of helps the lineup or the batter speed their bat up. Drew Bakeberg now batting for Wynn. Bakeberg walked and singled. He struck out his last at bat. Scored 1 run so far today. Clemens gets a average lead over there. First pitch to Bakeberg, misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Palmer falling behind both hitters so far this inning. In the 1-0. Swung on, popped up. Palmer's going to call for it, and he's going to put it away easily. Soft little pop-up for the first out. Chase Mansfield's going to come up to bat now. Mansfield struck out looking in his last at-bat. Again, where Palmer finds himself in trouble a lot of times is when he tries to work fast, and when he's able to slow himself down and kind of collect himself, he's a little more effective. First pitch to Mansfield is in there for a strike, and just like that, took his time in between there, getting the out and getting that first pitch, and gets that one across. And the 0-1 swung on, popped up to right field. We've got some Groton Junior Legion players over there scrambling for that ball, and it's foul ball frenzy. I don't know what the total was, but they all come running over for it, and another foul ball. Now we're no balls, 2 strikes to Chase Mansfield. The 0-2 swung on, grounded foul, chop foul. Mansfield stays alive. He's battling in there again. Palmer doing his job to throw strikes and get him swinging, so hoping to throw himself into an out here. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 to Mansfield, that misses. He doesn't chase. Palmer trying to maybe get him to chase something off the plate. He doesn't. And the 1-2 swung on and missed, and Mansfield down, swinging, snap to first is not in time. Alec Mickelson now coming to the plate. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Clark leading 10-4. A couple of big innings for Clark. 4 in the first and 5 in the 4th. First pitch to Mickelson misses high. That's pretty much the big difference here. And the 1-0 swung on and grounded here. Cannigator charges hard. He fields it on the high hop, fires it across, and puts him away. And Mickelson retired 5-3 for the 3rd out. So Palmer gives up a single, but nothing further from that. They don't score. Wynn doesn't score any. They leave 1 after 4.5. 10-4 Clark. Coming up for Clark in the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Steen, Michael Severson, and Grantham, and we'll have the bottom of the 5th inning back here in Groton after this break.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Did you thank Tristan? Because he's the one that gave it to you. Don't lose that card now. And we're back. Bottom of the 5th inning here. First elimination game of the day. Clark leading 10-4 over Wynn. Jacob Steen's going to lead things off here for Clark in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Again, for those of you just tuning in, we're set for 4 games today. Steen swings at the first pitch and going to slice foul down the right field line. 4 games today, 2 elimination games here this morning. And maybe, well, probably creeping into the afternoon by the time the second game gets started. But we'll have Wynn and Clark right now, and then Groton and Faulkton to follow. And then our 2 semifinal games after that here in the afternoon. We are kind of getting into a potential 10-run rule situation here. Explain that here in just a bit. The 0-1 to Steen's popped up on the infield. Lincoln Kroll at first calls for it. He's going to put it away. And Steen is retired on the pop out to the first baseman. Tournament games have to go 5 innings for it to be considered official. So if Clark was able to find a way to score 4 runs here in this inning or in the bottom of the 6th inning, the game will end early due to the 10-run rule. But we're not there yet, so we'll just continue to go one at a time here. Michael Severson steps in now. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to Bakeberg at second. Easily puts him away. So just 3 pitches so far. 3 pitches for Braden Kroll here. Again, we talked about it yesterday that, you get kids that can throw strikes and just a little bit, then just locate. They find a way to get guys out. So 3 pitches to 2 outs. For 2 outs, Watson Grantham is going to come to the plate. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Grantham has struck out his last 2 times up. No balls and 1 strike. And the 0-1. A curveball in there for a strike. And Grantham didn't agree with that, but good curveball there by Braden Kroll. A little wrinkle there. Doesn't see that a lot from him. And the 0-2. That misses low in the dirt. No chasing there by Grantham. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Getting scheduled for 7. Kroll back on the mound, gets the sign. And the 1-2. Swung on and lifted into short center. That will fall for a base hit. And Grantham, he bookends those 2 strikeouts with a couple of singles. Single in the first and another single here in the 5th with 2 strikes in between. So nice for the Clark coaches to see Grantham with a little confidence there. Josh Cannigator, the batter now. Cannigator having himself a nice day. Couple of doubles, 3 runs scored, 3 hits total. 3 for 3. And again, 2 outs has kind of been when these teams have decided to get their offense going. A lot of 2-out runners for both teams. First pitch is in there for a strike. Again, I think Braden Kroll's got enough baseball savvy to know that the last time up with Cannigator, he threw him a fastball, and Cannigator drove it into the left center gap for a double. So we're not going to throw him a first pitch fastball here. So a little first pitch curveball, but it does go across for a strike. The 0-1 misses down and away. Kroll's going to pitch Cannigator a little more careful than they have been, I think. They know, they've seen each other before, so they know that Cannigator's a pretty good hitter, so I want to not give him anything too good. And the 1-1 swung on, pop foul. Good cut there by Josh Cannigator. Fouls it straight back. Kroll gets up in here in 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Clark leading 10-4. Winner moves on to the 5th place game tomorrow at 12:30. The loser is eliminated. Runner goes. Throw down to second is not in time. And Grantham checks in with a stolen base. The pitch was high, called a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, got some deuces here for Clark in the bottom of the 5th inning. Grantham's got good enough speed that I would think a base hit to the outfield would get him in as he would be off with contact. And the 2-2, that misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count runs full now. Three balls, 2 strikes to the Clark third baseman. And the 3-2 misses, and Canigator will reach base for the 4th time today, as 3 for 3 with 3 runs, 2 doubles, and now a walk. So pretty good day for him. Damian Severson, now the batter for Clark, and he's having himself a pretty effective day as well. 2 for 3, hit a double in his last at bat. He was one of the doubles in that 5-run 4th inning. And they try to pick off at second. Ball gets away from Noah Bakeberg, and Grantham able to hustle. You know, again, sometimes those little games and tricks can work, but unfortunately, more often than not, you see what happened there, where you got a lot of moving parts and the ball ends up getting away, and trying to pick a guy off turns into him moving up to third. Pitch to Severson, swung on and grounded to second. Noah Bakeberg up with it on to first to retire Severson to end the inning. Clark got a hit, no scores none. They leave a couple. After 5 complete, 10-4. Clark coming up for win in the top of the 6th. It'll be Hines, Fishbach, and Lincoln Kroll. We'll have the top of the 6th inning when we come back after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back to Groton, South Dakota. Locke Carsfield and Pat Kraus bringing you state tournament action, the Junior Legion edition. Clark leading here in our first elimination game, 10-4. Mac Hines leading off for win. Cooper Palmer still pitching for Clark. He came in relief back in the top of the 1st inning and has settled in here quite nicely for Clark. The 1-0 to Hines, swung on and grounded up the middle. Nice play by Palmer. He fires the first to retire Hines for the first out, which is what you hope for in this situation, is just your pitcher to throw strikes and make plays. So with 1 out, that's going to bring up Logan Fishbach. Fishbach's had himself a pretty good day today. Couple hits, couple runs scored. First pitch to Fishbach on the outside corner for strike 1. Again, Palmer been really good at getting that outside corner and understanding that umpire Ace Boucher is going to give it to him. He's going to keep throwing it there. The 0-1 driven into left field and going to be caught by Will Hovde. Fishbach just missed that one. He got a good piece of it, but it hung up there a little bit, long enough for Will Hovde to track it down and corral it. Lincoln Kroll now the batter. Kroll had a hit in his last at bat, a RBI single. First pitch swung on and missed. And the 0-1 swung on and missed again. A little change of pace there by Palmer, as took a little off and maybe a little breaking ball there. Got Kroll out in front. And the 0-2 in the dirt gets by catcher Jacob Steen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Palmer trying to get himself out of here with a clean inning. The 1-2 goes way high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces, top of the 6th inning. And the 2-2 swung on and lifted into short left. Hovde coming hard, and he will put it away for out number 3. So good inning there by Cooper Palmer. They go 3 up, 3 down. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll have Hovde, Labrie, and Palmer for Clark. And we'll have the bottom of the 6th inning when we return here to Lockhart Field after this break.
In
You learn
times
that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
And we're back. A couple of quick innings there by the pitchers as Wynn goes 3 up, 3 down in their inning, and Clark only sends 4 or 5 in the 5th inning. So a couple of good, efficient innings there. Now we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Will Hovde's going to lead things off for Clark. Braden Kroll continuing to pitch here in relief of Noah Bakeberg. First pitch to Hovde and is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Hovde been on base a couple of times, scored a run. And the 0-1 swung on and hit hard into left field. Hines back, and it's going to track it down and make a nice play over the shoulder. Off the bat, that one looked like it was maybe going to get over Hines' head, but he does a nice job of going back on it, tracking it down. The infielders tipping the cap to their left fielder, as that was a nice play. That's a tough play going back on a ball like that, but he's able to keep his eye on it, track it down. Logan Labrie now the batter for Clark. He's been on a couple of times as well. First pitch swung on and missed. Labrie playing second base for Clark in today's ball game. Braden Kroll still in relief. And the 0-1 to Labrie. That's in the dirt, nice stop there by Mansfield. Again, one thing I like about him back there is not much gets by him. He's real confident in using his gear, slides well, uses his glove well. And the 1-1 from Kroll misses outside. And he calls a good game back there, too. He's real confident with his pitchers, talks to them, keeps them under control. He handles them. You don't see a lot of catchers like that anymore that are able to call their own game. And he does himself a pretty good job back there. The 2-1 swung on and popped up on the infield. Fishbach back, Mickelson back. Mickelson reaches out, makes a nice play. Good play there by Alec Mickelson to retire Labrie. That's a tough play for the shortstop. Mickelson, he ran a long way, and Fishbach was coming back on it, and Mickelson comes over. He's got a good angle on it, but still had to run a long way. Reaches out, makes a nice play, and then avoids teammate Logan Fishbach in the process. So good solid play there by Alec Mickelson. Second out for Wynn here now. Now we're going to have Cooper Palmer back to the top of the order. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Kroll trying to have himself a little 3 up, 3 down inning here, as Palmer did in his last inning. And the 1-0 to Palmer. That's in there for a strike. And now count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. This will be pitch number 40 for Kroll. The 1-1 misses outside. Again, Kroll got 2 relatively quick outs and now falling behind, 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 swung on, popped up. Again, Fishbach calls for it, and he'll put it away. Nice play there by Logan Fishbach to retire Palmer for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 up, 3 down for Clark. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. Last chance for Wynn. And they're going to send up Noah Bakeberg, Braden Kroll, and Will Clemens. And we'll have the top of the 7th inning back here in Groton after this break.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether
Noah Bakeberg going to lead things off for Wynn here in the top of the 7th inning. As they trail 10-4, Clark leading. Ground ball up to short. Grantham up with it on to first in time for the 1st out of the inning. Again, that's what you hope for in these situations with Cooper Palmer creeping up on that 105 pitch limit. He is at 96. He hasn't pitched the whole game, but basically the whole game, as he did come in relief in the top of the 1st inning. Braden Kroll, the batter now. Kroll has been in relief for Noah Bakeberg as the pitcher for Wynn. Done himself a pretty nice job. And he swings through that one. And count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 1 out. Wynn's got to find themselves a big inning here to stay alive. The 1-1 is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 just down and away. Good pitch there by Palmer. Good pitcher's pitch, trying to see what he can get there with 2 strikes. And the 2-2 swung on and popped foul, out of play. And Kroll stays alive. Again, winner of this game will advance to tomorrow's 5th place game at 12:30. And the 2-2 swung on and missed, and Kroll goes down swinging for out number 2. And Wynn down to their final out. And Will Clemens is going to come to the plate. He was a defensive replacement, and then his first at bat back in the 5th inning, he got himself on base with a single. First pitch swinging, and Palmer jumps ahead here. No balls and 1 strike. And pitch is inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. This will be Palmer's last batter, regardless of the result. If he gets the out, obviously the game's over. And if Clemens should reach, that's the 105th pitch. But he does get to finish the batter in his 100 as he reaches the limit. The 2-1 swung on and popped up. Damian Severson calls for it, and he'll put it away to end the game for the 3rd out on Palmer's 106th pitch. That will move Clark into the 5th place game. And that will put them into the 5th place game tomorrow against the winner of our next game. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll do a quick little recap of the first game so far and a preview of what's coming up. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back to recap after this.
We hope you are all...
You and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you're
And we're back in a game just completed. Clark defeats Wynn 10-4, and they advance into the 5th place game. And with the loss, Wynn is eliminated from the tournament. We thank them for coming and bringing a good crowd and playing competitively. Again, baseball's a funny game. They were right in the game yesterday with Beersford, only lost 6-4, and then today losing 10-4 against a good hitting team in Clark. Clark will play the winner of our next ball game, Faulkton and Groton, which will be set to start here roughly around 12:30. So we'll start pregame around 12:20, 12:25. So if you're looking to tune in for that game, tune in around that time, and we'll have the action for you. We'll also have the 2 semifinal games later this afternoon and evening, as we're bringing you all the action here on our Groton Baseball Softball Foundation YouTube channel. As you're tuning in, as I've said before, look at the bottom screen, that scroll, all those businesses and names on there are the sponsors of this stream, and we thank them for all their support and our ability to bring this to you live. So tune back in here, come back in about 25-30 minutes, and we will have our second elimination game of the day. This is Pat Kraus bringing you all the 2024 Junior Legion State Tournament action here in Groton. We'll be back in about a half an hour. See you then.